Okay, hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to give an introduction to a Python package that has been developed by ANSYS Fluent, and it's called PyFluent. You have probably heard about it, and you have installed it already on your computer or on your Python, and you have worked a little bit on that. I am not going to go into details of how to install the package itself, except that I'm going to tell you that it's not working on Python 14 and you have to have Python 13 or before to be able to run PyFluent. That's very important to know. But here I have made an example. It's a very simple case. It's basically a mixer. If I just show you the geometry. So this is the mixer that I have. There is one inlet, and actually there are two inlets, and there is one outlet at the bottom. And it basically mixes two fluid at two different temperature or two different velocity, and you want to see what is the temperature or velocity at the outlet. So the case is very straightforward. The material is defined as air. The boundary conditions are set up. For example, velocity inlet 1 is set to 1 and velocity inlet 2 is also set up to 2. The energy equation is turned on, and I have put temperature for both inlet 1 and 2. And yeah, so what else you have? You have a monitor, you have a report plot for temperature out. There is something I have called the temperature out. So this is something I would like to basically look at it in my simulation. I have area weighted average of temperature at pressure outlet location, and I have called it temp out. So if we quickly look at the Python code that is developed or written. So first you can see that you are importing the PyFluent, and I am importing another package for Excel, which is CSV. First thing is that you read the case file, that the file that you have, the case that you have already made. It's called the static mixer case, and I have made two lists basically for my parametric study. I'm going to run a parametric study here, and I have made two lists for velocity inlet of input 1, inlet 1, and temperature 2 for temperature for for velocity inlet 2. And I have a list of 1, 3, 5, 10 for velocity 1 and temperature 2 of 300, 310, 320, and 330. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the simulation. I'm going to make a for loop and set up the velocity and temperature for inlet 1 and inlet 2 uh, based on the pair of these lists. Okay. So the first thing is to launch the Fluent. So the way that you launch the Fluent is with this code. You write solver equal to pyfluent dot launch Fluent, and here is the number of processor count. And then you just read the file that you have already specified at the top, and then you go to the parametric loop. So first thing you make a result, a list that is empty, and then you write your for loop for velocity and temperature inside these two lists. You define your boundary condition, velocity magnitude, and temperature for velocity inlet 1 and velocity inlet 2. So this is the way that you basically write for the boundary condition. This is something that you would like to write it down, or perhaps take a look at it later. And then you initialize your solution. So solver. So if you look at the structure of your code, it starts always with a solver, okay? And then there are settings. Settings, and then this is solution. So this is under solution, and then under solution you have initialization, and then if you click on initialization you see the hybrid initialization. So you write hybrid initialization. The structure is quite straightforward. You probably needed to you probably need to see it or know it from somewhere else. You may want to have a code from before and just take a look at it and copy and paste it. But I mean, for every setup, for every settings in this simulation, the structure is quite straightforward and is similar to this. So it starts with the solver and then the setting and then uh, the part that is either the solution or its results or I don't know, it's under setup or you want to define the model. So it is quite similar to this structure. And then inside the for loop, I am extracting the temperature outlet. So if you remember, I had defined a report definition which was named temp out. And then this is the way that you extract the temperature, the temp out from the report definition, compute it, and send it back to a parameter or a variable called temp out. And then you store the results. So you have defined a list at the top which was empty, and then inside the loop, every time the velocity, every time that the temperature output is calculated, you store it inside the result. And then finally, you save the case. I mean, each case that you run, depending on the velocity and the temperature, you saved it with this file name with write case data, okay? And then finally, you write the result. Actually, you print the results in the console. And then if you want to save the result in a CSV file or an Excel file, this is quite straightforward and easy in Python. And you write this simple code. And then finally, you exit the solver. So if you want, I can run this simulation, I mean this code, and see how it looks. So it starts from the top of the code and then opens the case file and then initialize the boundary conditions with this velocity and temperature inside the for loop, and then it initializes the solution, and then it starts to iterate for 25 iterations, and then finally for that final 25 iterations it calculates or computes temperature output and put it inside the temp out, and then it appended to the result file. Okay, now you can see that for the first pair of velocity and temperature, the solution is already made, and then it's doing the second one, saving the file, writing in the Excel file, and then going to the next simulation. So we can wait until the fourth pair of inlet also finished. So now the simulation results is printed out here. So temperature inlet 300, velocity 1, velocity 3, temperature inlet 310, and these are the temperature outlet that is calculated at the outlet of the mixer. You can also look at the files here. So you can see that the CSV file is written. Also, each cases is also, I mean, each cases is also written out as a separate file. We can take a look at the CSV file, and you can clearly see that the results is written out in this Excel file. This was just an example on how to specify the boundary condition, how to run a simple parametric study based on the list of boundary condition, and how to actually calculate or compute one single output from this simulation and write it out in a result. You can take actually a screenshot of this code, and then you can use ChatGPT basically to read the code, or perhaps I can write it, I can give you, upload this file somewhere and you can download it from there. I will put the file in the description of this YouTube video. I hope this has been useful. probably I'll come back with more tutorial on PyFluent. I think it's a very useful tool, and I'm going to use it later more and more. Until next time, bye.